Hey everybody, I'm Leah.
And I'm Mike.
Here we are, and we're going to look at our culture section, and we're going to talk about something that's going to keep all the bad luck away from you. We're going to talk about Nazar Bonjoku.
Well, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Did you just sneeze?
No. But God, that's an interesting name, and
It
if you can
is.
say it 3 times very quickly, then you will get all the good luck yourself. No, but we are going to work on, well, things that are lucky for you. What are some things that have been lucky for you in life, Mike?
Not dying.
That's a good
I've
thing.
been pretty lucky so far.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I don't really have any lucky charm. Oh, I used to have a lucky T-shirt that I would wear to school class registration.
Oh.
The first year of college, I wore this, and I got all the best classes I wanted, and I had no classes on Friday, and I felt myself very lucky coming out of high school, right? Suddenly I had classes 4 days a week and no school on Friday. So I wore the same T-shirt every year for school registration, and I always got the classes and the schedule that I wanted.
That is a good luck charm.
There you go.
then.
So
You
that's
got
the only
yours.
one that I remember, probably because the only one that actually worked for me more than once.
I like that one. That one's awesome. I had a softball bat. That was my good luck charm. It always
athletes
made me-
are often superstitious.
Yeah,
aren't
you
they?
have your glove. You have your
So
special
what was
things.
special about the bat?
It just had the perfect weight. It was
okay.
bright orange. It made me feel really cool.
Okay.
And you get up to bat, and you just really would be really, really
So
good
it
with
wasn't
it.
just random luck. It was actually a good piece of wood, a good tool for you
It
to
was
use.
a good bat.
And did you hit a lot of home runs?
I
and all
hit a
that
few
stuff?
home runs here and
Okay.
there. It happened. It did
What
not
happened
not
to the
happen.
bat?
I still have it.
Good for you.
It's my good luck charm.
Is it hanging on the wall over your fireplace
I
or
am
something?
nowhere near that necessary.
Okay.
That good to have that necessary.
Yeah, my T-shirt got full of holes, and I think I threw it away. Many years after college, though. Many years after it had served its purpose.
I like good luck charms. I really do. And we're going to look at ours today.
Yes.
But before we do that, let's take a break real quick and listen to the article.
All right.
Step into any corner of Turkey, and you'll likely encounter the iconic evil eye, known as Nazar Bonjoku in Turkish. This striking blue glass ornament is shaped like an eye with concentric circles of dark blue, white, and light blue. While its name in English suggests something threatening, it's actually a charm designed to ward off misfortune. The origins of the Nazar Bonjoku can be traced back to ancient Mediterranean and Middle Eastern traditions. The word Nazar comes from Arabic, meaning gaze, while Bonjoku translates to bead in Turkish. Central to the Nazar Bonjoku's mythology is the idea that envy from others could transmit harmful energy through malicious glances. According to local beliefs, these ill-intentioned looks can inflict misfortune on a person or their possessions. It's believed the Nazar Bonjoku absorbs and neutralizes these harmful intentions, effectively shielding its bearer. The Nazar Bonjoku's color and design are far from random. Blue has long been associated with divinity, peace, and protection in Byzantine and Ottoman traditions. It also symbolizes heaven and water, elements linked to purity and calmness. The circular eye-like design is thought to keep constant surveillance and acts as a protective barrier against potential threats. The Nazar Bonjoku is seamlessly integrated into various aspects of contemporary Turkish life. It is commonly seen adorning jewelry, such as bracelets and necklaces, worn daily as a personal protective charm. Additionally, it can be found in homes, often hung on walls or placed in living spaces. Interestingly, when a Nazar Bonjoku shatters, believers interpret it as a sign that the amulet has accomplished its protective mission and must be immediately replaced. The Nazar Bonjoku represents a living tradition that bridges Turkey's rich historical past and its vibrant present. For those in search of a meaningful accessory that embodies style and spirituality, the Nazar Bonjoku is the perfect choice. All right, guys, so Nazar Bonjoku. If you can say it, then it's really good. Bonjoku. And that's your Turkish good luck charm. So we're going to step into any corner of Turkey and you'll find something. Well, you'll run into something. You'll encounter something. The iconic evil eye. That doesn't sound like something I want to encounter. Something that is iconic means it's something that will make you think of something in particular. So, for example, an iconic film legend might be somebody like Robert Redford or
Humphrey Bogart.
There you go. Maybe your iconic member is a little bit more than mine.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah, right. Depends on the time. Here we're looking at the iconic evil eye, known as Nazar Boncucu in Turkish. So an evil eye is a lot of times it's something that imports evil on you. It gives you bad luck.
It's kind of a curse.
It is.
Yeah.
And so I'm expecting this to be bad luck for anybody who sees it, but I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, it's true. Often they have the evil eye to block the other evil eye. So in the same way, I think in Greece and I think also in Turkey, fishermen will paint an eye on the front of their boat, right? This is another way of sort of warding off or protecting yourselves from bad luck and danger. Obviously, when you're a fisherman working on the ocean, storms and other things can be very deadly. And so they have these little good luck charms. So it's just basically a good luck charm that will keep your life free of trouble and hopefully protect you from badness and evil that might be floating around in the airs around you. And it says this striking blue glass ornament is shaped like an eye with concentric circles of dark blue, white, and light blue. So that's pretty much the typical look. If you type in the words Nazar Boncucu into Google's or wherever, this is what you'll see. It's a striking blue glass ornament. So it's blue, it's made of glass, it's an ornament, and it's striking. When something's striking, it's just sort of visually memorable. It's a little bit different from something you might see. And once you see it, you're like, oh, yeah, that thing. Even if you don't come across it very often, it's quite memorable in a certain kind of way. Flags, national flags are often quite striking, right? We think of the white Japanese flag with that big red circle right in the middle. A lot of people, even if they've never been to Japan, they might recognize that because it's so memorable. It's so striking. It's attractive in a way that's also kind of attention-getting as well. We can describe people as striking. Might not be quite as compliment as beautiful or handsome, but it certainly is, they have a very memorable look to them. Even if it's a little different from most people, it is definitely memorable and attractive in its own unique way. And an ornament, well, that's just something you wear to decorate things, okay? It could be an ornament with a certain special meaning, like this Nazar Boncucu, or it could just be something like hanging a decoration in a window or on a Christmas tree. You can think of jewelry as being ornaments for people, right? We hang beautiful colored shiny metals or stones on our fingers or off our ears or have it around our neck. It doesn't serve any purpose. It doesn't keep you warm or anything like that. It's just decoration. It's something to make something more attractive. So it looks like an eye. It's round and it has concentric circles of dark blue, white, and light blue. Concentric meaning circles within circles within circles within circles. Think of a target, like someone in an archery shooting an arrow with a bow. They might be shooting at a target or a dartboard or something like that. They have all those different circles. The little one in the middle has more points than the big one on the outside. I should mention, yes, we're using the modern term Turkey here to talk about this country. Many people will still call it Turkey, but I think in the last couple of years, I think there's been a very sort of focused effort by the government of Turkey to get other people in the world to call it by the name that Turkish people use. When I was a kid, it was Peking, and now it's Beijing. And we used to say Bombay, but now we say Mumbai for that city in India. And I think in the same way, they don't want people to say turkey, which of course is that Thanksgiving bird from America, which has nothing to do with this country. So we're going to do our best to say it the best way possible. Apologies to any Turkish people out there. But yeah, when we're talking about the country formerly known as Turkey, we're going to try to use the term Turkey from now on.
Back to our ornament, back to our evil eye. It says, while its name in English suggests something threatening, it's actually a charm designed to ward off misfortune, like what you were saying earlier. And that in Chinese culture is called 辟邪, right? A lot of times you'll see that on out windows with a little mirror in the middle and the I Ching around it to kind of block or bounce off the bad luck. Yeah. So it's a lot like that 辟邪. And the origins of the Nazar Bonjukuu can be traced back to ancient Mediterranean and Middle Eastern traditions. Mediterranean being Southern Europe, like Spain, you've got France, Italy, Monaco, Slovenia, Croatia, Greece, Turkey, all the ones that are kind of circling the Mediterranean Sea, which is there in the middle, and Middle Eastern traditions. And Middle Eastern would be the Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Palestine, and several more. The word Nazar comes from Arabic, which is one of the most commonly spoken languages in the world. Many European languages have words borrowed from Arabic, and it's from an Arabic word meaning, or it is an Arabic word meaning gaze, so to stare at, to look, while Bonjukuu translates to bead in Turkish. So it's a stare bead, I guess, if we were doing a basic translation.
Interesting. All right. So gaze, the look that you might give someone. If you gaze at someone with love, that means you must really, really like them.
Aww.
Or, it might be the teacher's angry gaze made the student stop whispering to his classmate or something. So it can be to look at someone, but it also is the look that someone is giving you. An evil gaze might send shivers up your spine. You go, why is that creepy man looking at me? I feel frightened all of a sudden. And yes, this bead, it's a small decoration, right? You have beads on a necklace or something like that. Central to the Nazar Bonjukuu's mythology is the idea that envy from others could transmit harmful energy through malicious glances. Okay, so the evil gaze from someone could bring bad luck to my life. Maybe they're envious of me. They envy me. In other words, they're kind of jealous of me, because I've got such a beautiful wife and a nice house and a successful business. And they're like, ooh, I hate that guy and his wife and his fancy car and all that kind of stuff. So as they look at me with envy, they're kind of sending out evil energy or bad vibes, we might say, in a more casual kind of way, that harmful energy that comes along with their malicious glances. Something malicious is filled with evil or ill will. You're trying to hurt someone or do something mean or nasty to them if you're being very malicious. If one of your coworkers is always talking about you behind your back and telling the boss how lazy you are or something, they're a very malicious person. They're full of intent to hurt or harm. It says, according to local beliefs, these ill-intentioned looks or malicious looks, ill intention, I want bad things, I have bad ideas or bad plans, bad intentions for you. These unlucky looks, were you gazing at me? Was that why I caused just there?
Maliciously.
These evil looks can inflict misfortune on a person or their possessions. Yeah, it's just bad luck. The kind of thing we might get from a curse. If someone does something to try to make bad things happen to you, they're trying to inflict misfortune. Misfortune is bad luck, and inflict is kind of to hurt or to harm or to cause damage to.
Please don't cause damage to me. It's believed the Nazar Bonjukuu absorbs, so it soaks in kind of like a sponge. It's soaking in all of that bad energy, and it neutralizes these harmful intentions. Someone's wishing you evil or wishing you unwell. It's going to neutralize it. It's going to take it down to 0, to nil. It'll make it no longer have any power whatsoever. And that will effectively shield its bearer. If you're being shielded here, you're being protected. You're being, you're warding off bad luck. It's that 辟邪 that's bouncing things that are bad off with that mirror. It's that the mirror in the 辟邪 is creating the shield to, kind of make it reflect and go another direction. To shield somebody, who are you shielding? You're shielding the bearer, the person who holds this evil eye, this Nazar Bonjukuu, and that is the person who is holding it or owning it. They are the possessor. They are the bearer. So they are the ones being protected. You can also shield people from bad news. If their dog dies, you might not want to tell them about it. You try to shield them, to protect them. If you like to watch Star Trek, the shield normally fails almost every episode of the show, and the bad guys almost win, the Romulans come and attack or something like that, that protection is no longer in place. Somebody who is going to protect us and take care of us is our Chinese teacher. Let's listen now.
听众朋友大家好，我是安娜。不知道你是不是有看过人家身上或包包啊，有带一种好像眼睛的这种东西呢？其实啊，它是一个土耳其的护身符诶。这个护身符呢，在英文当中啊，或者是中文，其实我们就叫它蓝色斜眼。那土耳其文呢，就出现在我们的这个标题的地方，叫做 Nazar Bonjoku。那这个英文当中啊，其实对于护身符它是有自己的讲法啦。比如说标题告诉我们的 Good Luck Charm。Good luck charm 我们从小就知道啊，好运的一个这个有魔力的 charm 的东西，包括我们自己会安太岁啦，到庙里求福啊，这都叫做 good luck charm。不过我们在文章后面还会看到另外一个英文单字也叫做 good luck charm， 它出现在第4段的第4句哦，可以把它写在这个标题的地方，叫做 amulet A-M-U-L-E-T。 好，那这个英文当中的护身符是这个，不过土耳其的护身符这个蓝色斜眼啊Nazar Bonjoku， 我们就特别要来讲一下，因为现在越来越多人可能会出国啊，去买一些那个国外的一些东西。不过如果你真的到了土耳其，你就会一直注意到这个斜眼。好，在第1段的第1句啊，我们看到一个关系子句的简化，当然你可以看得出来啊，直接看完这个文意就懂了。在第1段这个 evil eye 逗点之后啊，请我们先把它还原，叫做 which is。补充说明非限定用法关系子句的简化 which 跟 be 动词直接删掉。可我们要特别把什么抓出来呢？这个 known as be known as 后面介系词后面加身份哦，就是被大家所熟知是什么身份的这个所谓斜眼的这个东西。那我们为什么要特别抓出来？因为今天这个文章其实有3大文法重点，除了 as 之外还有一个 while， 还有一个 that 后面加完整子句，表示一个补充说明性连接词的用法。那接下来我们就要开始来看第1段第3句的地方啊。那这个东西当然很吸睛啦不过虽然它英文名字听起来感觉这种 evil eye 好像是邪恶的眼睛嘛，其实它是一个这个驱邪避凶的一个护身符。在第1段第3句这地方，我们刚刚说我们今天看到3大文法重点，第2个呢就是一个 while 的用法。通常 while 放在句首的时候有2种意思，第一个表时间 when，第2个呢就是虽然，就是可以取代 although 的意思。那说我们怎么知道呢？当然就要透过文意来判断。所以第3段就虽然 threatening 好像听起来很危险逗点，但其实它是一个 charm 它是一个护身符。那后面有一个关系子句简化，我们把 a charm 后面的 design 的到句尾左右挂号起来，它也是关系子句简化，所以我们插入 which 或者是 that 跟 be 动词的 is。那这个 while 呢，我们等一下还是会出现它第2种用法，所以我们先来看到第2段。当然就是谈到它起源啦，这个斜眼啊起源于原来反正中东啊或者是地中海啊这边的一个传统。那所谓的 Nazar Bonjoku 这个 Nazar 这个字基本上它是来自于阿拉伯语但是 Bonjoku 这个字呢则是土耳其语当中的珠子的意思，眼珠子珠子那个意思嘛。所以第2段第2句当中的逗点这里的 while 抓出来，我们可以看到它是在解释这个 Nazar 这个字跟另外一个 Bonjoku 然而是另外一个意思这个 while 啊在英文当中连接词啊，通常逗点之后的句中这个地方啊，它会有表示逗点前后2件事情有点不太一样对比对照话锋一转，然而如何如何，跟刚我们看到的第1段第3句这个 while 当 although 的这个用法就不一样，有2种不同的用法。那接下来我们看到这里的第2段第3句它很重要，首先我们要知道它是一个倒装句。什么样的倒装句呢？我们把后面的这个补语的部分 Central to Nazar Bonjoku's mythology 这个地方，也就是呢这个核心概念 Central to 这是一个地方副词的感觉其实真正的主词在后面 be 动词 is 后面的 the idea。我们先把 the idea 跟后面 that 到句尾 that 请用中括号很重要，我说3次中括号什么概念呢？它是一个名词子句，它就不是关系子句，什么形容词形容前面呢，我们等一下来讲。好，这句话如果我讲简单一点，其实主词就是 the idea 基本上这个概念 is 就是 be central to something， 什么什么的中心，就是核心概念，就是有一个 mythology， 就是一个核心概念的这个一个神话的概念。好，但是因为主词呢 the idea 我们要来补充说明，所以从 that 一直到句尾特别写下来完整子句。好，也就是说呢，不缺主词受词，完整的哦。完整子句你给它再给一个符号叫做等号 the idea 等号，什么样的 idea 呢？基本上就是后面 envy from others blah blah blah， 只要是别人如果这个透过恶意的眼神啊，就会传达一种负能量在你的身上。那最后面我们看到第二段第5句的地方，第5句也是特殊句型哦，被动表示客观的讲法，我们把 it is believed 这件事情是被大家相信的，什么事？就是从 the NASA bonjoku 一直到句尾的地方。
All right, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. The Nazar Bonjoku's color and design are far from random, so the blue, white, blue is not a random thing. If something is random, it's just kind of there in any old order. You can randomly pick a number out of a hat to decide who should be first in a game, and that means that you're not going, okay, you're first, you're second, you're third, you're fourth. You are doing it randomly. But the design of this evil eye is far from random. Blue has long been associated with divinity, peace, and protection in Byzantine and Ottoman traditions. So divinity here is kind of like your holiness, your godliness, peace being things that make you at ease, protection, things that protect you in Byzantine and Ottoman tradition. Byzantine is relating to Byzantium, which is now kind of, I think, Istanbul, that Eastern Roman Empire, or the Byzantine Empire. So after the Western Roman Empire fell, there was the Byzantine Empire, and it's made up of many nations that are around the Mediterranean area, again, the Mediterranean Sea, and then the Ottoman tradition. So you got that's the Ottoman Empire or the Turkish Empire. Again, we've got Southeastern Europe, Western Asia, North Africa that's included in that. And that lasted from the 14th to the 20th century. So these two areas, I guess you would say these two realms and all of the culture and traditions that come from these general areas and these general empires, in a way, I guess you could say, are what are creating the Nazar Bonjoku's focus and its history.
Very true. As we mentioned, this evil eye is also seen in Greek culture, which of course is just over the water from Turkey, from the Byzantine and Ottoman empires where they were established. And that's the symbol, also symbolizes heaven and water, the colors of heaven or the sky. Of course, light blue, the blue waters of the Mediterranean and the Aegean Sea, right there, very famous. And these are elements linked to purity and calmness. A lot of times when people are trying to calm down, they might think of, I'm sitting on a beach and there's the blue waves kind of, tickling my toes or something. This idea of blue, blue sky, blue water. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's relaxing. And the circular eye-like design is thought to keep constant surveillance and acts as a protective barrier against potential threats. This is from a time before things like medicine, vaccine, security cameras, door alarms. There was danger around and you didn't have security guards or, TV cameras monitoring things.
But you got an evil eye.
Keeping you safe, but there are still lots of danger out there, including the fisherman down the beach who, wants your boat to sink next storm so he can make more money or something. So we're keeping constant surveillance. Surveillance is basically just watching things in a form of as a form of protection or as a form of information gathering. We have surveillance satellites, right? America might send satellites over Russia and take pictures of military things, secrets that they don't want. So that's a form of surveillance. Or if you've ever seen a movie where the police are kind of sitting in a car, watching a building or listening in through using special microphones, that's surveillance as well. Or it could be something as simple as, a mom keeping an eye on a kid playing while she's cooking dinner. she's sort of doing some surveillance. She's just making sure that nothing happens to the kid. It's not the word you might use for that act, but it's the same action. You're protecting things from danger by keeping an eye on them and, being alert to possible threats or dangers. So it acts as a protective barrier against potential threats. In the same way, the security camera won't stop the bad guy from coming in your house, but it will certainly make it easier to catch them, or it might make the bad guy go to a different house if they see that there is this protection there. They might move on and the danger might bother someone else, but leave you alone.
This Nazar Bonjoku is really cool because it has seamlessly integrated into various aspects of contemporary Turkish life. If something has seamlessly integrated, it has joined and kind of blended in with everything around it without it sticking out in any kind of obvious way. If you needed to move to another country, your best thing that you could do is seamlessly integrate, but that will almost never happen. It's like you're not seeing the seam as you're sewing a piece of clothing. It's so beautiful. It's seamless. It just means it's so smooth. It's so easy. It goes so well. And integrated here just means to kind of blend in, mesh in, combine in, and just be perfect in this way. It's so seamless. I love the way this is described. It's a fun thing that you'll hear in the language used quite often. It's used when someone starts a new job and their coworker after a week or two is complimenting them because they have seamlessly integrated into their workforce and they are now already just a real benefit to the team. And that's a lovely compliment to hear. But this has seamlessly integrated into various areas, various aspects of contemporary Turkish life. It is commonly seen adorning jewelry, so it's often found on jewelry. It's something you'll see sketched on jewelry or blown, like it's glass, so it might be glass blown into a piece of jewelry. It's on bracelets, it's on necklaces. People wear it every day as a personal protective charm, but that's not all. Additionally, great way to start a sentence if it's not all. Additionally, it can be found in homes, so people even keep just, an evil eye, a Nazar Bonjoku in their house, because that keeps away all the bad juju out there in the world that might come and mess with them. And it's often hung on walls or placed in living spaces. Interestingly, when a Nazar Bonjoku shatters, when it breaks into a bunch of pieces, probably here we're talking about shattering because it's normally often made of glass, and when glass drops on the ground, it's just going to break into a lot of little bitty pieces, and that's called shattering. You can also shatter someone's heart by breaking up with them. If they were really in love with you and you're like, I can't be with you anymore, then their heart might shatter. It might break into a bajillion pieces. Believers interpret it as a sign that the amulet has accomplished its protective mission and must be immediately replaced. So amulet here is talking about this protective jewelry that you're wearing that is taking care of you. It's an amulet. You can have an amulet for health. You can have an amulet for wisdom, but here, or for focus. But here, it's an amulet that wards off bad things. And if it shatters into a million pieces, you need to get out there and get a new one immediately, because the original one has used all of its good luck and it's no longer effective.
That is a brilliant marketing idea.
Yeah.
You have to buy one.
Gotta
now
buy
you
one
broke
now.
it. I just dropped it by accident. Well, yes, but it's obviously protected you from something dangerous. You wouldn't want that dangerous thing to happen, would you? No, I'm going to the store right now to get another one. All right, the Nazar Bonjoku represents a living tradition that bridges Turkey's rich historical past and its vibrant present. Yeah, it's one of those things that people might just, attach it to their purse or have it on their school bag, just, as a cool little tradition or a cool little decoration. But it is an interesting link or a bridge to the rich past of Turkey and its very interesting history and its vibrant present. It is one of those countries that's kind of developing and growing, and more people are traveling there and being interested in the food and the culture and history and whatnot. So it's a little connection to the past. For those in search of a meaningful accessory that embodies style and spirituality, then Nazarbangucu is the perfect choice. So if you're on holiday there and you want a little decoration from your bag, a little accessory, and an accessory is the kind of thing that we use as a decoration, we often include this with clothing, but it's not clothing. It won't cover you or keep you warm or anything like that. Shoes, belts, jewelry, these are accessories, right? And we can change them and mix them up to sort of, enhance our style or something like that. So this is a little extra thing you can attach to your clothing or put on your bag. It embodies style and spirituality. It kind of puts into a physical form both style because of its beautiful blue colors and spirituality because of its ability to ward off the evil eye. It's the perfect choice. And I would say a little more interesting than having just a little Hello Kitty bag hanging on your bag, a Hello Kitty figure hanging on your bag or something like that. And who knows, maybe people will say, hey, where'd you get that? And what is it? You can tell them all about your wonderful holiday in Turkey.
That makes sense to me. Let's take a moment. Let's listen to our Chinese teacher.
所以我们现在谈到了整个的起源啊，我们就看到第3段。这个设计不是随意设计的哦，基本上就会跟一些神性和平保护联系在一起。那基本上呢，这个设计就是圆形眼睛的设计才能够当成这种一种保护的屏障。我们第3段可能特别就注意一下第4句的地方，因为我们说这个今天的文章特别把 as 抓出来，有没有？在第1段第1句的 known as 介系词后面加身份。现在第3段第4句呢也是一样 act as 作为一个什么样的一个身份 as 后面加身份。那甚至呢我们还可以直接拉到第4段的地方，第4段的第4句 interpret it as a sign 呢，把它诠释成为一个什么身份角色。在第4段的第4句，这里的 as 也是后面加身份。不过我们在这里要特别提醒大家 a sign 后面的 that 到句尾也是一个中括号名词子句 that 等号加上完整的子句补充说明这个 sign 这个征兆是什么的一个功能。好，所以今天其实我们回顾了很多的文法重点，希望大家都有了解，或许以后到土耳其也可以买个护身符哦。我是安娜，我们下次见。
So I got you something, Mike.
What'd you get me?
It's his little good luck charm.
Oh, I dropped it. It broke.
No!
Well, clearly something bad was about to happen, so that's
shattered.
good.
Yeah, right? It
But
took
now-
care of its effort there.
And I guess it's good for you because now you can go back to Turkey to get me another one.
I could probably do
You
that.
get 2 holidays. Thanks.
That would be really nice.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, everybody.